Have you ever tried to make a document, like a PowerPoint slideshow or a collage, and discovered that you put an image in it and you couldn't use it because it had some sort of background color on it? One of these images, on the left, has a white background, and the other one, on the right, has what's known as a transparent background. You can see the background color of the slide and even some of that other white background image behind that transparent background image. The word transparent means allowing light to pass through so that objects on the other side can be seen. This means that on the left-hand side, I can't see anything under it, but on the right side, I can. It's as if you printed them out on a printer, and then someone with a lot of time on their hands took a pair of scissors, and on the right-hand side, cut out all the extra white paper. This is really handy for collages and for image editing and anywhere that you want an image that doesn't have a white background. One of the terms, fancy terms, we use when talking about transparency is called opacity, which just means how transparent something is. So to show you what this term opacity means, whoops, we'll look at that in a second. Let's look at this. Here's an image with a blue box on top of it, which is totally not transparent. We can't see through it. We see nothing under it. And the opacity is set to 100%, which means we can't see through it. But I can drag this slider down, and you'll start to see on the image that we can see now behind the image. And if I put the opacity at 0, that means this blue box, which is still technically there, is now filled with completely transparent pixels, and I can see what's under it. Okay, so why is this useful? Well, let's say you're making a collage or an image, and you want to add a cloud, but your cloud looks like this instead of what you want, more like this. We need a way of taking all of those blue background pixels and turning them into transparent pixels. So how do we do this? Back to our slides. There are two main ways. You can find one that already exists by knowing how to search, or you can create your own. So first, let's look at knowing how to search. If you want a transparent image, always look for PNGs. Let's say you search for a cloud image, just cloud on Google Images. You get a bunch of these with blue backgrounds, maybe some illustrations. If you search for cloud PNG, then you see a bunch of backgrounds that are either black or display as white, or sometimes display as this checkerboard background, which often, not always, but often indicates that the background pixels are transparent. JPEGs are not capable of having transparent pixels in them. So you always want to go with a PNG type image file. The second way, if you can't find what you already want, is that you can make your own. So there are many different processes for this. Here's a super speedy way of a manual process of masking out this computer and removing the background. I won't show you how to do that in this video, but hopefully I'll make some others to show you. Another way that you could do this is by asking an AI to do it for you. So Pixlr, which is the program I was using before, in the speedy overview, has this feature called AI Auto Mask. And as you can see, it was much quicker than a person actually trying to mask it out. It works pretty well, AI Auto Mask. And then the third way is that you could just draw your own. So you could use, again, this is Pixlr, and I've just added some shapes. I've kept the transparent background and then exported my image as a PNG. Remember, PNG, not a JPEG. So now you know. Transparent means see-through. JPEGs are never transparent. PNGs are sometimes transparent, not always. And you can use an image editor to make your own, to either remove the backgrounds you don't want or to draw new images with transparent backgrounds.